Why are you doing? Or it wasn't enough for you.
Oh, don't worry.
It's like if he had his way, he would have added today to the holidays. Don't worry. All right. Um, straight to the daily graphic newspaper. Okay, no, I want a quick update. Yesterday, when you went to monitor the protests, none of them showed up,
Two of them did.
and they were picked up.
Yes. And interestingly, there were some people who were seated on some cars in the car park of St. Michael's Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the police suspected them to be, but they never turned up with placards or showed any signs. But then they were seated for a suspiciously long time on top of their cars chatting about. So we can't count them in.
So I'm wondering, the pickup of those who showed up at the protest grounds, what would be the offense?
I find it hard to detect because they were at a certain position across the streets for quite a while, chanting, yelling, showing their placards.
And they were picked up.
They weren't picked up then, but they crossed the street and stood right in front of the barricade where the media personnel had stationed the cameras and everything, and they were speaking into the camera, and that was when they were picked up.
So they were picked up when they were granting interviews?
Yes, sort of.
Ah, well. Well, this is Ghana. There's a lot happening. I think there's a lot more things we can channel our energies into, especially when it comes to these things. Beyond that, I've also seen some other things trending on social media. A certain one of our colleagues, in fact.
What are the things that are trending now? I mean,
Like,
I'm tired.
you look at it and you realize, is this what we should
You get it.
expend energy on? Is this what we must
the things
expend?
that make us angry.
Absolutely.
And not the things that really matter,
No.
unfortunately. But
They are the minors. They are things that you can simply have a conversation over. But interestingly, they are the ones that will just, get so much engagement on social media. And like, look, at the moment when I scroll through Facebook, that's all I see.
yeah.
That's all I see. And so I think I was part of the few who never really listened to the submission of the lady.
Yeah.
Did you listen?
Not entirely, but I think
Okay,
I've
so
listened to
I was like part of the
bits
few
of it.
who had not listened. So when this whole back and forth happened, I went to search. I was like, what did she say? And okay, so I listened and then I'm like, okay, what exactly is it? You can be upset. Maybe you would say that she could have communicated in a certain way, or her demeanor could have been different or something. But I think that the way it's being handled at the moment, it's not the right way to go. Because if you're an elder and you see that the child has insulted you, right? In you handling it, there ought to be some maturity as well from your end. But to body shame and everything, I am asking.
There was body shaming.
Yes.
Then I've really not paid attention to this.
Look, like it was difficult watching the excerpts from is it Malaysia?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Wherever they sat, it was difficult watching it, and I didn't even know what that sitting there sought to cure. Because if somebody has offended you and the person has come to apologize, unless and usually our chiefs, I'm uncomfortable saying this, but our chiefs tend to behave this way when people come to them to apologize. They see it as an opportunity to also take a dig at you,
Yes.
and also humiliate you enough.
Yeah.
I don't know what the purpose of that is, whether to serve as a deterrent to others who in future may want to attack them. But like you said, I mean, we demand higher standards from the whole thing is it's some
so,
way.
It's so untidy. There's a lot more we can do. We can do better. We can do better, sincerely. And
as a society, we should be careful the kind of precedents we also set.
Yes.
Don't take time. Everybody and every chief will be hauling everybody.
And
to their palace.
there's something about human beings that we are all guilty of sometimes. When you meet someone you think you sort of wield more authority over, we in a way exert it and show it and make the person feel that, well, I mean, I am superior to you. Well, this is Ghana.
Anyway.
Then again, It is one country we have. It's Ghana. We have chosen to have it as Ghana. And so let's keep it at that. You will be here na voila. Anyway, Daily Graphic newspaper, the front page, towards good parliamentary democracy. Hybrid system won't work, Justice Dochia says. And other stories here, APC will prioritize people's welfare, Ayariga. VRA senior staff petition speaker over proposed measure. And make Africa arbitration hub for foreign cases, as according to the Attorney General. Yep, what do you have, Nico?
Oh, okay, I have the Daily Guide newspaper, Ghana's favorite newspaper. 43, that's their tagline actually. 43 NDC protesters grabbed, IGP, police giving thumbs up. But, I mean, how did the paper come to this conclusion that they are NDC? You could have just said, or without NDC, the story won't be a story, eh? Because how do you, because NDC held theirs, I think, on Tuesday last week.
Yes.
And Democracy Hub staged theirs, I think, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So why then 43 NDC? Anyway, still on political issues on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper, Bawumia picks top spots, Mahama 8th. That is ahead of the 2024 general elections. And Dame challenges African lawyers to be world class. Details on page 5 of the same newspaper, Daily Guide. The final headline on the front page is, I don't engage in galamsey. Hajia Amina is dispelling those rumors. So you can grab a copy of the Daily Guide for the details.
All right, Echo.
Well, on the Ghanaian Times, on agricultural productivity, food security, PFJ 2.0 initiative makes giant strides as grains, livestock, poultry, egg production soar nationwide. That's from Dr. Brian Echampong. Well, I don't know which nation he's talking about, but we move. Or you know the nation he's talking
It's
about.
not Ghana.
Ish.
Yeah, there are other nations apart from.
well, Bim Nation.
You may never know.
You may never know. Well, still on the Ghanaian Times, reform laws on international arbitration damage urges African countries. We've also seen that in previous newspapers. And something from the EC chair. She says, we don't undermine contestants in elections. And that's on page 13 of the Ghanaian Times by Mrs. Jean Mensah, EC chair. And I have a feeling I know who she is talking about.
What? Who?
Oh, but we were all here when
Is
Janet Snabla said
Oh, my
the
goodness.
EC chair is jealous of her. Wahala.
Never did finish.
All right, so that's it for the Ghanaian Times.
All right, the Chronicle newspaper, front page. Tactical police averts turmoil in Accra. Suleimana Brahma Franklin Kujo Lord Peace Officer's professionalism. Also here, Alan picks 40-year-old lawyer as running mate. And is it today's paper? Let me be sure.
On the Alan issue,
It's there.
especially.
Because I joke.
Please.
It's today's paper. I was
They
confused for a
can't waste
moment.
ink. They already printed.
I was confused for a moment because that news has been out for a bit. So, yes, it's today's paper. YEA and Ghana report launch entrepreneurship fair, trains 5,000 youth. Okay. And small-scale mining won't be prescribed. That's according to Mreku Duka. And the quotation here says, Matthew 6:13. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. That's our word for today.
That's not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
Okay.
Yes. So that's it for the Chronicle newspaper.
All right. The New Crusading Guide newspaper. Police arrest Oliver Bakavomawo. Details on page 10. Also, AG proposes reform on international arbitration in African countries. We will not let you down. EC chairperson Jean Mensah is giving this assurance. And let's create equal opportunities for urban and rural children, Ochehini. And also, government must restructure agri sector, and economists is making this appeal. And miners for Baumia campaign launched as Duka mobilizes small-scale miners. for NPP. You see, sometimes it's not that people don't want to demonstrate, though. But then they've done their calculation and seen that so let's wait. The only thing that, because you see, if a country led by an individual who at a point said that I'm prepared to put my presidency on the line. In spite of that, you've seen the level of pollution as a result of Galamsey.
Yeah.
The last you want from that party is to, perception is everything. I don't know exactly what these miners for Baomi are going to do,
Yeah.
but if you create the impression that you get it, if everybody is talking about one canker and we are talking about it's about time to deal with it decisively, and the people in authority think this is the best time to launch such a fund group. I mean, all the best to all of us.
It should tell you that it's more of a lost battle. But then again, we should not stop.
Of course. But I'm just saying that, look, how many months to elections?
What, today we're in September, right? Almost ending. So like I think under 3 months, right?
I'm beginning to form alliance with those who say this election will say a lot about us as a people.
Yes, it's true. It will tell where we want to go, what we abhor, and what you think ought to not be the status quo. So, what paper do you have?
The Daily Dispatch says Democracy Hub Demo. Police handling and tolerance commendable. That's from a former NDC guru. Hey.
So what's the name of that for NDC guru?
Well, we have to go to page 12 of the Daily Dispatch to find
At
out.
the moment, we cannot flip.
we can't flip.
That's an interesting title. Former NDC guru.
It's wild, though. It's wild.
You see?
But surprisingly, there are two pictures down there, and one is Oliver protesting, and the other one is Dr. George Kufu Dampare, the IGP.
Oh, okay.
So if pictures should tell a story, then we are in trouble. Well, still on the same paper, December 7 elections, EC declares 13 presidential candidates with 11 others disqualified. And on that same paper, there is a ballot order that has been put out showing the various candidates and their position 1 through to 13.
All right. The next paper I have here. Which paper do you even do?
I did the Daily Dispatch.
Hey, then you went all the way down. Okay. Or is at the top there?
It's at the top.
Okay. So now let me continue with the Finder newspaper. The Finder newspaper. It says that Ghana needs the money is plenty. Ghana needs $12 billion funding to achieve universal access to wash service.
Or is it that I don't know what the wash is? Because
Water, sanitation, and hygiene, right?
$12 billion.
Yeah. Well, we need dollars for everything. We need dollars for peace. You know, people are asking whether the peace we are important.
So we need $12 billion to fund in funding to achieve universal access to wash services by 2030. Hey, probe fraud cases within banking sector, Kumado, and China-Ghana trade hit $6 billion in Q1 of 2024. Yep, that's it for the Finder newspaper.
I'm still not over this $12 billion funding for
the wash.
Like, putting it into perspective, $1.5 billion was used to build the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, which is generating income.
Yeah, because of the tourists.
Yes, and close to 10 times that amount is going to be used for
Wash.
wash.
Yes.
What's your problem?
What's your problem?
Isn't
really?
it a lot of money?
So you think we should be building Burj Khalifas?
No, like I'm putting it into perspective.
If we build a Burj Khalifa and then there's open defecation and there's no water,
There'll be washrooms in the Burj Khalifa. And you can name it Burj Nana.
But see, the way we code dollars in this country, we should be careful. Like, it's nothing.
It's
like,
wild,
12
though. It's
million,
wild.
Peace Council said they need 2 million. Now they was wild. What the peace?
Imported piece.
Hey, everybody needs some of the dollars. Every institution, it shall be well. Daily Post is what I.
What do you expect when your CD is so strong?
So the quote is in dollars so that irrespective of depreciation, they maintain their value.
That's the point.
Billion with the B1.
Hey, no. Daily Post newspaper 2024 elections. I'm excited. We pick number 8, Mahama. Also politicians. Anyway, Mahama pledges to end rising food prices, blames Akufo-Addo's government for economic mismanagement. The last one on the Daily Post is mining firm AC Xenon accuses Kronti Hene of Achim Esum of blackmail because money for firm to community will not be paid into his personal account. Oh, but these are wild allegations against the Kronti Hene. So the details are in the Daily Post newspaper.
Okay. Echo.
Well, I also have the National Enquirer over here and says election 2024 credibility bedevils EC as NDC raises red flag, says we don't trust the EC and calls for credible voters register. It also says in the corner somewhere, Victor Smith writes fishing maneuvers at the EC during balloting, and Jane Opoku-Agyeman towards Western region. That's from the National Enquirer.
Okay, the Daybreak newspaper. Dame demands removal of global regulatory barriers. Democracy Hub demo. Police tolerance remarkable. It's like the story is everywhere. What's up? Where going?
I understand the IGP yesterday was there, like he's supposed to be on leave, but
But he was around.
yeah, he was around to
Oh.
motivate
Daddy
us.
was around.
Oh, thank you. Other stories here. Akufo-Addo delivers last UN address September 25. Yo, we here. I can now sleep, says Baumia after lower Dintra engagement. And National Health Insurance Authority boss in alleged consultancy services to other countries at the expense of Ghana. Scary details soon. You see it's coming up. Before you know it, another paper has done it. Which paper is this? Daybreak. Were they not the ones that they were scooped out the last time?
Yeah.
And then they like to do coming up. All right, I'm done with the
All right, the
Daily
last one I think I have is the Metro Lens newspaper. Democracy Hub demo. Ghanaians hail police tolerance. Also, Anodompre disagrees with Speaker on GM. Details on page 6. And create equal opportunities for urban and rural children. Ochehene, NPP will resist attempts to stampede EC Kate Jemfua is sounding this caution. I'm done.
Yeah. Are you done?
Yes.
Well, there are more papers. There's the Trust newspaper.
Oh, the Trust.
Yes. The New Trust, sorry.
The New Trust newspaper.
What
It says,
happened to the old
what
one?
will the NPP and EC lose if voters register as audited? NDC activist asks. Interesting ask there. Fight against Galamsey. Ghanaians need a change of mindset, else Apostle Aka Brima assets. And still on that same paper, I wish NPP stayed in power to continue its good works. Pranghine to Napo and adopt and resource rural constituencies now. Sampine appeals to NPP diaspora branches. Let's work hard to secure victory. Rita Asobaire charges NPP. And the last one on this one, FOB intensifies campaign for Baumia. Urges the electorate to vote number 1 on December 7.
All right, you're done?
Yes, that's
There is also the Economy Times, but I'll skip to the Hawk newspaper. Do you know about the Hawk newspaper? Or it was there before, but then
Maybe.
Okay. So the front page of the Hawk newspaper says, "Rot in the courts. CJ blasts bribe-hungry staff over dodgy land deals. Democracy for sale. NCCE boss hits out at cash-fueled politics. And Chairman Wontumi weeps as Commander 1 takes over Kumasi." Who is that?
Oh, you don't know Commander One?
No.
Oh.
Who is it?
Kofi Boachi.
Oh, dear.
And I'm sure maybe he's campaigning for the NDC in Kumasi. So. Kofi Boachi, retired.
Cocobot clears customs chief. and rewards. Hey, reward RAW resolved. Sorry, reward RAW resolved. Napo dresses. Hey, Jesus, I made a mistake. Napo presses looks to tackle Galamsey.
No, I was waiting for you to. I was waiting for you to finish, but the nooks there.
So many. So Napo presses nukes to tackle Galamsey. Yes, yet when people hit the street, people say no.
So how are they going to do it? The nooks people.
They should press their necks.
I mean, it's like some plenty scenarios, but I don't know which one. Anyway, it's fine.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, more people.
All right, let me do the economy. The
Okay.
economy times.
Okay, yeah.
All right, banking sector fraud continues to surge both in volumes and value. Also, BOG likely to slash policy rates. Government touts 6.9% quarter two economic growth. So that's second quarter. They say our economy has grown by 6.9%.
Yep.
The business analyst also says increase in digital bank account ownership as Ghana places fourth in sub-Saharan Africa. And Democracy Hub Demo, police commended for professionalism, tolerance. Oliver Baka-Vomawo arrested. Yeah, and US to ban Chinese tech in cars over security risks. And NPP will resist attempts to stampede EC. That's from Kate Chimfwa.
And have we done a daily analyst?
I
No?
don't recall us doing it.
All right, daily analyst front page. Police Democracy Hub Demo. Police commended for professionalism and tolerance. Is it the EIP guy who commended them? Because I see the picture of the guy consistently.
Oh, okay.
That's a business analyst.
You read it?
That's what I just read.
When I was here asking.
No, you said daily analyst.
Okay, sorry. So
I also had daily analyst. So,
I was just asking if this guy, he's the one who made the
Yeah,
comment.
he's the one.
He's the one who made the comment. Because all the stories I've seen, his picture is there, that he's been commended for, like he's commended the police for their tolerance.
Commander General.
Okay, all right. Have we done the anchor?
No, I think.
Okay.
I think
So the anchor newspaper minus for as we are sure say we have not done this story.
we did the minus.
Why
We've
was
done
it
this
wrong?
story, but not
Okay,
from
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It says minus for Baumia train takes off nationwide.
It's
God.
different.
Minister tasked members to be ambassadors for responsible mining. Trust us to coin something at the height of a very serious issue that we are dealing with. Like when Fix the Country came up and then we had what? Fixing the country. Okay. Public support swells for ailing chief for rejecting Galamsey cash. Okay. Kolebu Hospital boils over CEO. Staff set to demonstrate on October 7th. Oh, really? October? I said October. Kolebu has witnessed relative peace in recent times. I mean, in the past, like, you will not have peace.
When you're the senior staff.
Every day, they agitate against the CEO. But these days, they've been really calm. They've been really calm. So I'm wondering what would have likely triggered this latest position. But that's it for what the newspapers are reporting. Do you have any other one we missed out?
No.
Okay, I think we can do the portals now. I'll go quickly to starfm.com.gh. Front page. Change my name if Pius Hajide isn't jailed over Australia visa scandal. Malik Basinte. Are you a court?
You
Are you
change
a
it from
court?
Basinteli to what? You should give us options.
Lebasin. UPSA renaming. Ghanaians vote for you. Ghanaians won't vote for you to continue shameless. We are here.
Yeah.
So, UPSA renaming. Ghanaians won't vote for you. Ghanaians won't vote for you to continue shameless renaming spree. What is the meaning of this? The holiday was not enough for you. I don't like that. So I thought the renaming had already been done. Or it was a proposal
There
then.
was a proposal that was.
It started, and the president also expressed how he wanted to see the University of Ghana being changed to JB Dankwa University of Ghana.
Because sincerely, I thought that they had gone ahead with it.
Yeah, they actually did, but the University of Ghana thing crashed the whole trajectory of renaming in
Oh,
our
but
year.
if there's anything about the president or this administration, hardly do they back down on what they want to do, unless the groundswell rejection. Unless the rejection is
So
like,
now I'm gonna test it again.
try to.
So once they are doing this on UPSA, let's see if the JB Dankwa University of
Oh, that
Ghana
one, they will not
conversation will
happen.
come again.
That one will not happen.
It will not happen, no, but the
It
conversation
will not
can start.
happen. It will not. Will not agree.
Hi, JB statue in front of Leguan.
JB Dankwa is a fine brain,
Yeah,
but then again, if when you
why
when you
not a new university for him?
Yes, we don't have
Renaming Gallo.
we don't have land for that.
So, other stories here. Remove global just a story where we are. Remove global legal regulatory barriers. Godfred Dami urges members of IBA. Reform law on international arbitration in African countries. Dami urges global lawyers. Mortuary workers threaten strike over poor working conditions on Thursday. I see. And I'm seeing a story here. It says, Tiny refused Hamer's claim about language switch in early career. It is now that you are coming to refuse. This story has been there since 1992.
Oh, he just got
Now
opportunity
that he
to
has a
respond.
voice.
Yeah.
Ghanaian musician, Charlie, Masa, be very careful. Ghanaian musician Tiny, known for his pioneering role in the hip life genre, has set the record straight regarding the narrative shared by renowned record producer Hammer. On a recent episode of the Church podcast, Tiny, born Ni Adoquino, addressed statements by Hammer during an appearance on Star Chat with Bolore. Hammer had recounted Tiny's early days in music, claiming he persuaded Tiny to switch from rapping in Tree to Ga, a pivotal shift that defined Tiny's career. Hammer described it. Where's this guy's response? However, during the appearance, it says that he refuted the idea that Hammer had influenced his language shift, stating that he had already been rapping in Ga before Hammer reached out to him. Before Hammer would call me, I was already doing Ga. Hammer called me because he needed a Ga rapper for Pa Dogo's album, Tiny explained. He recounted how Hammer discovered him through mutual connection, saying, I was at home in Hachu when the call came. Hammer said they needed a Ga rapper, and Pa Dogo had told him about me, so I went to meet him. Okay, so he revealed that his desire to blend both Tree and Ga in his music had been a personal choice, but Hammer had urged him to lean more heavily on Ga. I had already done some Tree songs, but Hammer preferred my off-timing style in Ga. I even recorded a full... Bro, what is he talking about?
Why you vex?
After all the back and forth,
Like you
Did he
started
listen?
this whole thing and came back to what the
what the
man
man
said.
said. Yo,
Oh, I check out me. I
Holy
was on
Chale.
your side, though, but
oh,
this one,
Charlie. Oh, no, Mama. Because
it's just that people just don't want to.
they don't want to give people their flowers. Because see, the man is not saying that he just said do Gaudi. You came and your idea was that you were going to do a blend, and the guy says no. You know something? This is more like an uncharted, is uncharted waters. So
Yeah.
I think you probably should lean towards that. And that was
And that's
pivotal.
what defined you. I
yes,
mean,
that
when
was
we talk about
pivotal for
Chinese
you.
Ghanaian
So
music, it's
what is he
Starr.
saying?
Anyway.
Anyway,
All right.
that's why people don't want to help musicians these days.
It's okay. Look at if somebody can. I should find his career. I look at him and I look at myself. Then we both agree that it can't happen.
Oh, actually, some way.
There is some way.
Some way. And it does. I mean, the man said you should lean towards God a lot more, and that is what has helped you. So, what are you saying?
Anyway, this is what's on City Newsroom. Freight forwarders, custom agents to protest over excessive cargo charges. Today, we understand that there's a lot of action at the port this morning.
There's going to be a protest today.
Police told us to roam Accra to search for detained protesters. That is the claim by Democracy Hub. But if you've arrested the people, isn't it just a simple procedure of, okay, they are now they did the police station, they are at the Braka police station. Why do you, or is that also part of the strategy to frustrate the lawyers? I mean,
I'm told that some of them will be arraigned today.
Yeah, this morning. Also, CTAG threatens to strike again over unpaid allowance. How many times that group?
Like now, I'm even
How many times
confused
did they strike in a year?
Which people?
CTAG.
because it was
Are
resolved
they
and
going
it
to
came
strike
back.
again?
They threatened
Charlie, the thing is that
unpaid allowances.
they are not being treated fairly, sincerely. They are
But
not
why?
being,
Why do they give in?
Then
if-
they don't call off the
Yeah,
strike and
yeah,
show
so
because
they
you see,
give in to the negotiations only to come back and
Oh.
it's like
restrike.
you know government always doesn't honor its word when you are on the negotiation
Mm-hmm.
table. So what do?
you know, they had been on strike for a very long time, and they are equally, as much as yes, they want specific things done for them. They were, I mean, government will usually would go with the students and da 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 da, and the students themselves too have also been pleading, and I think that it is only human that sometimes even though the person has disappointed you, the employer has disappointed you, you're thinking, okay, let's give the employer another chance, and always they make them regret the action, the decision of giving them the other chance,
okay.
and so I don't know.
I hope they learn from that and that also impact the next negotiation. The last one here is Ghana Card has eliminated all ghost names on government payrolls.
Oh, that's a lie.
According
This
to
is
flag bearer of the
super
New Patriotic
story.
Party and Vice President Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia. I'm done.
Yet, from time to time, they keep telling us that they are going to remove goods names somewhere.
Maybe it's a process. So the card has started.
I mean-
Based on the existence of the card, it makes it easier to fight the issue. So
That's true. Yeah, I'm done.
On Ghana Web, it says on their banner, before your Imani, there was day and night campaigning. B24 National Coordinator replies Franklin Kujo for mocking Bawumia.
Okay, so I think that it's in relation to a campaign that is going to be launched for people to go into the nooks and crannies to
Yeah, the Bawumia volunteers for 2024.
Yes, and Franklin Kujo said, the people have adopted a 24-hour already before it even starts. So it's more like literally like an endorsement sort of. Even though he didn't say that, he says they've already started the 24-hour economy. So I think that's why there's a reply.
Yes. Still on the Ghana Web, it says, we can't support a leader who does not believe in free SHS. And that's coming from the new Ejubiase chief.
Okay.
Baka Vomawo arrested. Straightforward there.
Where did they pick him up? Where did he arrest him? Or he turned himself in?
I'm still trying to
Because
get
there's been
how
no,
it
like,
happened.
the statement is it's 3 lines.
Yes.
That's all. No, I mean, I was expecting, Ghana police, typical Ghana police, they would have done the whole,
After some intelligence gathered.
oh,
Yeah.
not that one. I was looking at their police TV. They would have, given us more details.
Oh, they usually do that there.
Oh, the one about the 42 arrests. It was aired on police TV. Yes.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's what.
So an officer, he says his name was what? Sergeant Yao. Yao Bibi. Yao something Watting.
who's the uncle?
Yes.
He came to do explainer.
Hey, right. He didn't do an explainer. He brought the details of the statement to the public. So he streamed on police TV and Facebook. So yeah, if you are a journalist, so we like sounds. So you're looking for sounder because these days the police they don't talk.
Yeah, so
Unless it's democracy have them, and then they are on the ground.
so those who have their own breaking news jingle.
Yes, everything. Yeah. Ghana police for the people.
24 gun salute.
Hey.
It's 21, right?
21, yeah,
I
21
added
gun
three to it,
service, yeah.
Yeah,
And the last one from Ghana Web says, take your cursed self away. Menshia rejects Ifya Pokua's apology.
We're here. That's it.
That's it.
I didn't say ladies and gentlemen. Why would I not say ladies and gentlemen?
We should also take ourselves away. We are not cares. We should just go.
There is something. There's something that they say about the traditional gods. They say that the curse will apply if you have done something wrong. You understand?
It's about some Sudiasem.
Yes.
Ah,
So
okay.
let's see
Mm.
what they will do.
I mean, I don't have a lot of film. It's not because I don't want to come. It is.
I'm just saying. I am just saying. Let's see, because it's the handling was very, it was inhumane. Honestly, it was inhumane, and I'm sure only time will tell. You know, a few people. I've seen a few people on social media calling them out.
Yeah.
And then there are others who are like, okay, where were you when the person was saying all those things about, you know, the Tumfo and all that? But I think that we can find a good balance. They could have handled it better. That's a given. I don't think they will admit it, but it is what it is. This is Ghana, and where we major in the minors. If we had another name, freedom and justice, what our tagline.
Oh,
Do you know
that's
that?
it.
Ghana,
That's on our.
where we major in
That's
the
on our
minors.
queen.
It is Ghana where we major in minors. That
Hey,
is it.
Charlie.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll go for a break. When we return, it'll be time for first check. It'll be good to touch base with the freight forwarders. Yes, it'll be good to touch base with the freight forwarders in relation to their protest at Tema today. And of course, we'll talk about legal matters. Would introduce you to the latest awardee. Is it awardee?
Yeah, he's a recipient.
So the latest awardee in town.
He's a court correspondent, the best court correspondent in Ghana, according to JUSAC. I mean, they work in the court.
You
so
know,
if they confer that award on you,
let me warn. He will
can
come, and when you congratulate him, he'll start saying, "Oh, it was all of us team effort, Obwa." It was all him. He was really doing the job. Mutala was doing fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
he's done fantastic so far, and we are very proud of him. over here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so we'll be hearing from him, and then the freight forwarders as well in relation to their process. And we'll try and get some updates on the arrest as well, and the people who are to be arraigned today. So this is the Morning Star here on Star 103.5 FM.
Let's have breakfast on the Morning Star. This is Starr.